All right. Let's see. Hey guys, how you doing? All right. Let's see. Do do do. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Hangout tonight. My name is Joe Labalsamo. I am just getting a couple of things ready for you guys. Just bear with me here. Okay. All right. So, welcome to the call. To the Hangout, I should say. My name is Joe Labalsamo, and I've been marketing online for a while now. Now, let me just bring a couple of things to your attention while you're on here. Over to your left, you should see a menu. You should have some kind of menu. You can chat with me. So in the chat box, there is a chat box. That's a blue box. So if you guys have any questions, just go right ahead and feel free to chat your questions about traffic, because that's this call is about, this hangout is about tonight. We are going to talk traffic, and it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I just want to tell you a little bit about me. Many of you know who I am. Some of you don't. I've been marketing online for about 6 years, and been doing it for quite a while now. And what I want to talk to you about is traffic, the different types of traffic, how you get traffic. Try to answer the questions that why is one traffic source better than the other? What makes one traffic source better than the other is what I'm trying to say. And really, it's the only way for you to know what kind of traffic is good and if it's not good is actually for you to go ahead and test it yourself. You got to test it yourself. And guys, I see you hopping on the line. Go ahead. Feel free. There's a chat box somewhere on there. You can go ahead and chat your questions in, because that's what this call is about. And you have to test traffic yourself. I've been doing this for 6 years. There's no other way around it. You have to test traffic yourself. And if you can't go by what other people say. This traffic source is great. Yeah, you watch, take a look at all the testimonials. I mean, that helps. But also, you got to know what kind of business they're in, right? So this traffic source may be great for this person who runs a business, a certain kind of business, but this person B over here that runs a business, it may not work for them as well. So, excuse me, your traffic has to be targeted, okay? Now, many of you know that I work with a system called Auto Recruiting Platform. Many of you know that I drive traffic online for many people online for the home-based business niche. And I've been doing this for a very long time, and I know that if you don't get the right traffic, the person won't make sales, they won't get conversions. And there's a lot of things that go into traffic. You've got to have a good lead capture page is number one. Okay, so you need a capture page that's going to provoke your prospect to want to enter their information. Okay, that's the whole purpose of a capture page. You don't want to use anything that's it. That's all it's for. And that's actually the thing you always want to be testing. Some capture pages will convert very well, and some capture pages won't. So some people are actually out there driving traffic to sales pages. They're driving traffic to MLM company pages, replicated sites. I get a lot of people that come to me for traffic, and I say, let me see your lead capture page. They're like, what's that? So I already know right away that, you know, the person's probably not going to get good conversions, but I try to tell them they need a capture page before you buy traffic from me, because I know they're wasting their money. I don't want them wasting their money. I want them to get results. If you don't know what a capture page is, it's a capture page that provokes someone to put their information in. So let me see if I can pull one up over here. There's many of them out there, capture pages that you can use. So let me see if I can show you this. Okay, so this is a capture page. Let me see if I'm going to see if I can screen share this to you. Now, many of you know who ARP is. If you don't, I'm not trying to promote anything here. I'm just trying to show you what a capture page is, because you have to understand the difference between a capture page and a sales page, all right, before you can even understand traffic. Traffic, you're building a list. You have to build a list. You're trying to make get as many people as possible on your list so you can make sales, okay? So this is what a capture page is. You should be able to see this. This is my auto recruiting platform capture page. Now this capture page is all right, and this, when people put their information in here, see, it's only designed for people to put their information in so you can build your list. You have to build a list. If you're not building a list, you are not going to make money online. It's just not going to happen. You have to build a customer base, right? So this is what a lead capture page. Inside this is what's called a sales page. Basically what tells you about your product and service. But the reason you need a capture page is to collect their information. So let's get this out of the way here. All right, so the reason you need that is so you can go ahead and collect the information. You got to build a list. I'm going to show you quite a few screenshots so you understand what I'm talking about. Now, the capture page has to be provoking. You know, who else wants to learn how an ex-truck driver made $3,200 in residual income using this secret system and built a list of over thousands of so many leads? Now, that's going to be very catchy to someone, because what do people need in our industry? They need leads. They need this stuff, right? So, and they need to make sales, and they want more recruits. So that's who you're speaking to. You're speaking to that person that needs that system. They need that product or service that you got. If you don't give them that to solve their solution, you won't get good conversions. And that's why you'll hear about marketers always testing their conversion rates. They're always testing their conversion rates. So you got to have a good lead capture page, and you have to have a good funnel. All right, it's the first rule of traffic. Don't even buy traffic if you don't even have a capture page. You're wasting your time. Okay, so a lead capture page, you need a good sales funnel. In other words, when they give you their information, they get on your list, now they're taken to another page that's going to sell them on your product or service. So you want to make sure that page is really good in terms to sell for people, to sell for you, whether it's your MLM company, you're looking to get reps, or you're looking to sell coaching, you're looking to sell whatever it is. It needs to be created in a way that's going to get people to want to buy. Okay, so those are the first things that you want to make sure that you got going for yourself in terms of traffic. Okay, so now let me just pull up another screenshot here, because I think this is really important to show you what a list looks like. let me see if I can show you this. I showed this the other night on my Hangout. Let me show you this real quick. Let me screen share this for you, okay? Well, that's the chat. There's a screen share. Okay, now I'm gonna, this right here. All right, let me just make it bigger, okay, so you can see it. There you go. This is a list of prospects that I've been building. It's just a small list. In fact, this is the back office of the system that I use, and these are people that are replying to me that I'm communicating with. And this is what you need. You need a customer base. But let me really show you what works really well. Okay, let me show you this, because this is really going to speak, you know, volumes to you. Okay, so let me go ahead and get that bigger, right? Probably there. Is that right? Yeah, right there. Okay, so now I don't know if you can see this. Okay, this is building a list. This is the system that I use. Okay, and I'm building a list. And if you see opt-in here, oh wait, you know what? You can't see that yet. Let me screen share that. Hold on a second. You got to see this. This is pretty cool. Where is it? Right here. Okay, now you can see it. All right, so right here, you are going to see 1,174 leads. Opt-in is a lead. That's my list. I'm building my list. Okay. Over here, okay, you will see that I've gotten 30 sales at a 32% conversion rate that created me $3,000 a month in residual income monthly. And that's not including when my team performs as well. Okay, but the whole point is, if you have a good quality list, targeted traffic, you will convert sales, and a good system. You got to have a good sales system. Okay, you will get sales. All right, and that's kind of what it looks like. Okay, so let me go ahead and close that out for you. So hopefully you were able to view that there. And let me see if there's something else that I want to show you here. Okay, and then let me show you this. Wait, where is it? This right here. Because this is an idea of how many commissions and sales that you can get. Okay, right here. This is just a snapshots, guys. I can't go in the office live, otherwise it'll slow the Hangout down. Plus, I got personal information in there. But these are just a snapshot of the commissions I get paid just from one of my affiliate programs. One of my affiliate programs, okay? Every time I make a sale. I'll say, so are you getting the point here? You need to build a list. It has to be targeted. The traffic has to be good. And the whole point is to have a system in place that will sell for you so you don't have to sell. Okay? So let's go ahead and get rid of that real quick. Okay, so what I want to talk to you now about, I think that's enough screenshots for now. Let's get some face-to-face action here. I might show you some more later if I could think of something off the top of my head. So what makes someone else's traffic better than another source, the different sources of traffic? So what makes one better? So what I will do is, now there's a lot of traffic out there. You got solo ads, you got basically that's where all your traffic comes from. There's solo ads. All solo ad means is that you give somebody your link, your copy, or whatever, or they'll write the copy for you, which is a text and email, and it goes out by itself to their list. They've already built the list. So it goes out to their list of targeted prospects. Now the question is, there's not a lot of good providers out there. I mean, it took me years to find good solo ad providers or good people that can provide good traffic. And I do that today. I provide traffic for people because over my years and my journey online, I've got quite a few connections now, and I'm able to provide good, cost-effective, quality, fresh traffic to anybody in the home-based business industry. I don't care if you're an MLM. I don't care if you're in direct sales or you're an internet marketer. It doesn't matter what it is you're looking to do. I got the traffic for you. Okay, but it wasn't like that in the beginning. I had spent thousands upon thousands of dollars testing. I had to test left, test right, and test everything I could possibly think of in terms of traffic. I mean, pay-per-click, Facebook pay-per-click, banner ads, solo traffic. I mean, crazy stuff, crazy stuff. And that's what you have to do in your business. Believe it or not, as a marketer, your job is to test traffic. Your job is to constantly invest in your business, building that list as big as you can. Because really what it comes down to, the marketer that builds the biggest list the fastest is pretty much going to be the one who's going to be at the top of the leaderboards. They're going to be the one that's going to be making big money, and that's what it is. And they know, they understand this. All right, and these big marketers you hear out there, then they're driving thousands upon thousands of hits to their website, probably on a weekly basis. All right, and they're constantly building that list. I mean, slamming it, man. And that's because they're making money. They're making money, right? So, but in the beginning, you got to start within your budget. But you got to understand, if you don't reinvest that money back into your traffic sources, then it's no good. The other thing that there are some guys that provide traffic out there that don't even use that traffic themselves to build their business. There are people out there that are buying traffic from other people, and they're using the same source. So you got people, you know, that's like me going out and buying traffic from somebody who buys traffic from the same source I get traffic from. You know, so we're all on the same lists, which means those are beat up lists. You know, that wouldn't be a good responsive traffic source or solo ad or whatever the case may be. All right. Now with my traffic, it's not like that. Okay. On my traffic, it's always fresh. You know, there's thousands upon thousands of subscribers on my list all the time. Or where I buy traffic, I buy it in big quantities. You know, I have access to as many clicks as you can handle, and it's always fresh. It's always replenished constantly, daily. So you always have fresh, targeted people looking at your offer. Now, guys, if you got any questions, there is a chat box somewhere on your screen where you can go ahead and type in a question over here. So let me just go ahead and help you out here. So type in your questions. There, type in your questions. All right, I just put that up there for you, so maybe that'll get your attention there. So yeah, feel free to ask your questions, because this is what I wanted to do this call. I just did this off the spur of the moment. I didn't think about it. I didn't plan it, because that's how I do things. That's how you do it. You got to be yourself, right? So go ahead and type your questions in. So that's the difference in traffic. Another thing that makes a traffic sources different is where you're getting traffic. Okay, like I hear a lot of people in this industry say things like, you know, I found this one traffic source, I'm going to keep getting traffic from them all the time. And you should. If your conversions are great, you should. But you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You want to be always, you know, testing different areas, and testing over here and testing over there, that type of thing, right? So you want traffic coming in from all areas. You know what I'm saying? So that's real important. You understand that. All right, you don't want traffic from one source. If, like me, I'm always testing traffic constantly, and if I find good sources, I keep investing in it. So what you want to do is budget your marketing dollars. If you find, say, 2 good traffic sources, then you buy from those sources every week or every other week. Maybe one source one week, one source another week. It's like diversifying your income. You have to diversify your traffic, because if one dries up or something happens, your business is dead. If you don't have traffic and leads, your business is dead. Understand that. You've got to be making sure that you're always testing traffic. That's your job as a marketer. Period. Building your list. That's your job as a marketer. Okay? So understand that people hang out in different areas on the internet. All right? Left field, you got some people hanging out on Facebook. Right field, you got some people hanging out on Twitter. Over here, you got people who love to hang out on YouTube, okay, all day. Back here, you got people who buy solo ads. Over here, you got people doing Google pay-per-click. Over here, you've got CPV, CPAs, people doing CPAs, cost acquisitions. All right, and you get the point. So people in point A that hang out here are not probably hanging out on point B. There's so many places on the internet where you can find traffic. So to just get traffic at point A is ridiculous. You should, if it keeps converting and you're getting results, you should keep getting it there. But now it's time to go and invest your marketing dollars somewhere else and build those multiple streams of traffic coming in all areas. Okay? Now, another thing about traffic. First of all, solo ads are great. All right, so I know a lot of people think solo ads aren't great or email marketing is not great. Listen, it all works. If it didn't work, why would companies be blasting you with emails every day? Come on, it works. It doesn't. The open rates can be low, all right, but it works if you know what you're doing. Okay, so understand that. You never know if traffic converts and how well it produces unless you test it. I don't care what John says over here to me. I don't care what that person says. I'm going to be like, you know what, man? I'm testing your traffic. I'll buy a couple $100 from you, and let's see how it converts and how kind of sales I get. That's how you do it. You never listen to anybody else. You do the best you can to see what other people are saying. Maybe you see some testimonials. You get the testimonials are there because, like with me, the traffic I provide, I got tons of testimonials. I haven't even put on my website yet. Hold on a second, guys. Let me just mute this real quick. So I got tons of testimonials that I still have to yet to put on my Traffic Magic website. Okay, and the thing is, that's to help build trust for you guys, so I get business. I mean, let's be for real, right? I want the business because I provide a valuable service to people in terms of traffic. You know, it's a win-win situation. But you know, so when I go out and looking for traffic, the first things I'm looking for are testimonials. I want to see a lot of testimonials. I don't even read them. I just want to see a lot of testimonials. And you got to understand, a lot of testimonials can be, a lot of people know each other, especially in solo ad industry. They know each other, so they're able to get these testimonials. So testimonials don't quite frankly mean everything. Me personally, I only put testimonials on my site with people that bought traffic from me, and that's the end of it. I won't ask it, you know, I don't, you know, people offer to give me a testimony, I'll put it on there. You know, and it's a good win-win because they get some free traffic, they get free exposure. I'll even put their link on my website and that type of thing because I'm, you know, it's just like a thank you type of thing. So I guess the point is that you want to be driving traffic from different areas. You never want to just do it at one place. If the traffic is good at that place, that's great. It's time to go. You should be driving traffic from 3 sources all the time, probably 3 different sources. Maybe a couple of solo ad vendors, maybe doing some pay-per-click, testing Facebook, stuff like that. The problem is with traffic is people don't have the patience for it. And you got to learn it. It is a skill. I've been doing it for over 6 years now. So it is a skill. If you don't know what you're doing, you can lose a lot of money. I lost a lot of money. Most marketers that start in this industry lose a lot of money. Okay, that's just the way it is in this business, period. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to drive traffic or you got a product or what. In the beginning, you're going to lose money. Most businesses lose money in the beginning. Okay, but the idea is to make money. So you want to learn how to make money and get a return on your investment and ROI as fast as possible. But the thing is this, that's why people come to me for traffic, because they don't have to think about it. I know I got good targeted traffic. They pay me, I send it to you. And that's it. That's easy for people. You see, that keeps it easy. I do the same thing. I get my traffic from big media buys because I know them. I don't have to go all over the place looking, although I still do. I test traffic everywhere because that's more fresh traffic I can get on my list and provide to people. right? So I'm always testing no matter what, all right? So now there are other people who sell traffic out there that you want to look for. How should I say this? Because I don't want to make everybody sound bad, because they're not. Most people that sell traffic are okay. You just got to know what you're doing and be aware of what you're doing. That's all. Some people you'll buy traffic from and you'll get really bad conversions, even if you have a rockin' lead capture page that converts like crazy. They'll just get bad conversions, and the reason why is because they beat their list up. They never put new. They're not refreshing it. They're not putting new eyeballs on their list, and they keep sending the same ads over and over again, and then people get burned. You know what I mean? So, and that's part of testing. That's why you test at a low dollar amount, right? And that's part of testing. And so you want to look out for those people as well. So understand, it doesn't matter what anybody else says about traffic. It really doesn't. It doesn't mean anything about what anybody says. It's only up. It matters what you think and the results you get. Period. You're the only one that can answer the question, do I have a good traffic source here? No one else can tell you that. So people can hint to you, Joel Bossman has great traffic, go by, try Joe. That's great. You should probably try me, right? I mean, because that's what I would do. If people in the industry that I know, okay, that have traffic connections, if they're going to be like, hey, Joe, I'm trying this thing, this strategy, I'm getting new traffic and this and that, I will test it just because they have credibility. So I would test it. All right, and that's what your business is all about. If you are not testing your traffic, if you are not driving traffic daily, if you are not communicating with your list, you got to be communicating with your list on a regular basis. If you're not doing any of that, then your business is going to bomb. You're just not going to make any money. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to type in the chat box there. I'll answer your questions, because this is not going to be a long hangout. I just wanted to hang out with you for a little bit. I just wanted to talk traffic. I guess nobody's got questions here, so everybody must know how to drive traffic. Everybody must know everything about traffic on this hangout tonight, right? If I'm not getting questions, right? So that's what it is. And I think one of the most important things too is you can't be afraid to test traffic. You can't be one of those people, oh, I'm going to lose $50. I'm going to lose a couple $100. Oh, no, what am I going to do? You can't be a whiner. You can't. You're a business owner. Hey, you got to act like one. You got to start testing and putting your advertising dollars out there and seeing what works. That's what business owners do. You're not going to be successful any other way. All right, so you've got to be testing traffic. You know what I mean? And if it converts well, then you make a note of that. Put that in your Rolodex. You got a good traffic source there. So and then you test another one. A few months later, you got another good traffic source. You put that in your Rolodex. Now you're building streams of traffic here. And then what you do is you budget your marketing dollars. Couple hundred there, a couple hundred here. You create your tracking links for your program or opportunity, and you start driving traffic and building that list. Always building that list, rinse and repeat. That's what you do. Just rinse and repeat, okay? And always be looking for better sources of traffic. Always testing. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And that's the thing that gets people crippled. People get crippled from that, because they don't know what traffic to use, or where to go for traffic, or anything like that. All right, so there. Okay, hold on a second, guys. I got it. Hold on a second. People saying they're posting questions, but I'm not seeing them. Interesting. Why am I not seeing them? Hold on a second, guys. I should be seeing them. Bear with me, guys. Let me see if I'm doing something wrong here. Question and answers, maybe? No, So you can only turn his feature on that page. Okay. Huh. No, I don't see your questions, guys. I apologize about that. I'm gonna have to figure out why that is. If you guys want to get a hold of me on Facebook, if you have access to me, feel free to PM your questions there, and then I'll go ahead and answer them for you. I'm not really sure why I'm not seeing you. My chat button is working. Guys, so go ahead and I got you guys. I got Aaron and I got Carl, my man. You guys go ahead, post your questions on Facebook, brothers. 3 posted. All right, send me your question through Facebook if you don't mind, man. You guys. I don't see it. I don't see it. I apologize, guys. What can I tell you, man? What can I tell you? I got the chat box open. I just don't see it. But I definitely want those questions. So go ahead. Since you're getting a hold of me on Facebook, let's do it that way. I don't understand what I don't see. But anyway, for nor here or there. But I mean, that's the things that you want to be looking for in traffic. Okay, so Aaron's got a question here. You guys can hear my Facebook going off. That's cool. So his question is it wise to run one campaign at a time or run multiple campaigns at the same time? That would totally depend on your marketing dollars. If you've got the money to do that, then you should do it. But you see, you don't want to kill your marketing budget. Say you have a marketing budget of $500, $1,000. I would take maybe half of that or a third of that and then invest that, okay, in different sources. So if you don't have the marketing dollars, you start with one source. Do one source at a time. If you do have the marketing dollars, then you do it. And it also depends on what kind of risk taker you are. You know what I'm saying, Aaron? If you're the type of guy that can test, that you're not freaking out about testing 2 sources at once, then you test 2 sources at once. And that's the answer to that question. I hope that answered that. Good question 2. What are some good questions to ask? Okay, this is from Carl. Carl, what's up? You should be getting traffic soon. What are some good questions to ask a traffic provider prior to purchasing traffic? Oof, that's a good question. Huh. How dare you guys ask that question? What do you think you are? Just kidding. Well, if you were going to ask me, here's some questions I get asked. And I don't like questions that, hey, Joe, you got to convince me, man. You better tell me where you get your traffic from. Well, first of all, I'm not going to tell you where I get my traffic from because it took me years to build these relationships, and you just got to take my word for it that you're getting good traffic. I mean, that's the end of it. You know, I'm not going to give away my sources. Otherwise, what kind of business would I be running here? However, because I have great sources, I'm able to bring good target fresh traffic to you guys at a reasonable cost that you could never ever get it from these media guys. Okay, so let's put it that way. One of the questions I get a lot is how often like a question, like if you guys are going to ask me a question, one question would be, Joe, how often do you refresh your list? How many leads a day does your list build by? Do you get 100 leads a day refreshed on your list? How many leads a day are you generating on your list, building your list with, in your solo business? You know what I mean? So do you want someone to come back quickly and say 100? I get 100 leads a day, or 70 leads a day, or something like that. Me, I have access to some big-time media companies. So their lists are actually being refreshed by thousands of leads a day, guys. I could literally send you 6,000, 10,000 clicks to your, targeted visitors to your site. Boom, just like that. All right? Now, I didn't have that ability when I first started out. I never had that ability. But it's been 6 years. I've been in the industry for a while, so I got that ability now. So that would be a good question. How many leads a day do you build? How many leads a day are you generating on your list daily? That's a good question. How long have you been driving traffic? Another good question. I've been doing it for over 6 years. I've done Facebook, Google, pay-per-click. I mean, man, I got YouTube videos all over the internet, articles all over the internet. I've been around the block. So, and I've been burned a lot, guys. I've been burned a lot. So, yeah, there's a couple of good questions I would ask. Thank you there, Carl. Yeah, that's what I'd ask. So, number one, how many lists per day are you refreshing your list with? How many leads a day are you refreshing your list with? And how long have you been driving traffic? That's what I would do. And I would even go as far as maybe even, get a hold of them on Facebook or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, try to talk to them and get a feel for that person. How they, are they like, oh, send me $150, man, and that's it, and they never talk to you again. You know what I mean? You get a feel. I like to see. I need when with my sources, we're friends. We're friends. You know what I mean? I know them. It took me a long time to cultivate these relationships. So we talk about a lot of things. I'm like, hey, bro, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. It's just like I talk to you guys. I do the same thing with all my traffic customers. I keep them up to date. That's the first thing. Customer service is also a big thing, guys. And because I've gotten traffic from people, I bought traffic, I've never even seen them after that. Never even heard from them again. Make sure they're communicating with you and providing tracking results. I could get you guys tracking results if you wanted for your thing, but when you get the results, you realize you don't need the tracking results. If you got a tracking link, you really don't need any tracking results from me, because what really counts is your own tracking results. Is there any value in all the free sites that we can submit our links to? Whew, free. Free is never free because you're spending all your time. That's the problem with free. Say YouTube, making YouTube videos is free, right? But you spend a lot of time making YouTube videos. Article marketing, you spend a lot of time doing articles. Blogging, you spend a lot of time creating content. Facebook, you got all these guys out there spamming groups. They spam my group too, and I got to delete them almost every day. And I'm sure you get a couple of leads here and there, but see, to me, that's all waste of time. I'd rather pay somebody and send a flash flood of traffic to my list, and boom, done, over with. And I didn't spend no time at all except buying. That's what I like. I've always done it that way. But I've also put out videos online that I still get traffic to this day, articles that I still get traffic to from this to this day. But understand, free is never free. It takes up your time. Now you guys got to remember, the other thing that you're challenged with free marketing is that you got the Penguin, you got the Google slap, you got all of these things that are happening with the search engines and making it so hard for content to get ranked. You know what I mean? Like blogging, for instance. You got to get backlinks. You got to have good coding. You got to have a lot of things going on before you even, to even get ranked. I know. Believe me, guys. I know. I've talked to people all the time in this industry, and they're like, Joe, I'm not getting any leads, or like people that are on my team, I'm not getting leads. I'm like, well, what are you doing? How come you haven't bought traffic from me? I don't have the money. So, but what are you doing to get leads? Yeah, I make a couple of posts on Facebook every day. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Do you think a guy that makes $1 million a year in his business is sitting at his ass, right? On Facebook, posting on Facebook? Absolutely not. So why would you expect yourself to do the same thing? That is all time consuming. You know what you do? When you start making money, you outsource that stuff. You have somebody post blogs daily for you. You have somebody do videos for you daily. That's what you do. That's smart marketing right there. Like, I pay people to do my graphics. I pay people to do this. I pay people to do things in my business, different things in my business, because I just can't stand it anymore. I used to do it all myself, guys. All of it. I just don't want nothing to do with it anymore, Yeah, so I went off on a rampage there for a second, but You got to understand something. This is a business, and that's the problem with our industry. People think that, oh, you know, I spent a couple $100 to start a business, so, you know, I'll do what I can. Well, wrong answer. What are you talking about? You see, the problem is there's such a low entry into our industry. There's such a low entry into, I'm reading you guys' comments and making me laugh. There's such a low entry into our industry that people don't take it seriously enough. You see, you follow me? That's why, man, call Aaron. You guys, I think you guys are in ARP. Man, I'm gonna have a high application fee as soon as the launch happens and we have everything else available. I'm gonna have a super high entry fee to make money on the front end, right? And I want to sort the hell out of people that I don't want to work with because I don't want to deal with it, man. I want guys like, you know, I want guys like Aaron. You know, when I say do this, you do it. And that's the end of it. Don't whine and complain. You just make it happen. And that's the end of it. This is a business. You got to act like a business professional. You know what I mean? So I'll get off the soapbox here. Organic traffic, like Carl is saying, is great traffic if you can get ranked and stay there. And just as your traffic stays there on the first page, Google turns around and slaps that bad boy, right? They turn around and slap that, and then now you just plummeted, you lost your traffic overnight. Now what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're screwed. You got no traffic, which equals no money. So, all traffic, as long as it's targeted, works. All right, but it costs a lot of money to do all these different traffic things. So you got to find what's best fit for you in the beginning, buying traffic from whoever you can buy traffic from that you're getting results from, and just keep doing it. You just keep doing it. That's what I do. I do rinse and repeat, man. Rinse and repeat. That's all you do. Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses. People, for example, I'm in ARP. Everybody knows. I might as well put it out there. I'm one of the top affiliates in ARP. If people haven't figured that out by now, all right. And not to burst my bubble, but it is awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And there are people that have been. I've been with ARP since the beginning, and there are people still sitting waiting for ad packs. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. There's a guy today that posted in one of our groups over in the chat, making fun that they haven't. Hey, I turn around. I said, "How much traffic? How do you build your list?" I didn't hear an answer from this dude. Yeah, that's what I thought. You should be building your list. ARP is a perfect example, a good product to bring people into. It perfectly works. There's nothing wrong with the product, right? You know what I mean? And so you can start building your list. In the meantime, so many people are going to be so left behind when ARP finally launches. Now, I'm not trying to push ARP here. I'm just saying that if you owned a business, a brick and mortar business, would you sit your butt at home and not try to drive traffic or do marketing or put a plan together? Of course you wouldn't. What's Aaron's intro getting right? All right. Yep, that's exactly it, man. Well, the thing is, no, Aaron. Well, let me tell everybody what Aaron is saying. Yeah, it's so true. When you get it ranked on the first page of Google, you wake up the next day and they slapped you, and you're on the 10th page type of thing. And that's true. And ARP does rock, right? And why aren't they buying traffic? Because they're scared. I think that's what you're asking me. Aaron, just basically why they're scared. They think, I personally feel, again, it's all about the testing. Brandon and Jared, who are traffic guys for ARP, which will be providing leads packs, I can't wait. I'll be buying tons of that. Even though I drive my own traffic, I'll be buying tons of that, especially if it converts well. I'd have to be an idiot not to do that, wouldn't I? I'll be buying tons. I already bought tons of it. a long time ago, just waiting for it to go live, you know. But understand something. I think people are under the misconception, and I hope I'm wrong here, that these, because they're ad packs from Jared and Brandon, that they're going to convert like some magic thing over here. Like it's going to convert like crazy. You don't know that unless you test it first. So you got to always be testing. That's the thing. All right. So I got to always be testing here. So let me just turn this over here because someone's coming down over here. And yeah, okay, go up there. Right now, I'm busy. Thank you. All right. So yeah, so that's the thing. So unless you know, I don't care how good you are at driving traffic, you won't know unless you test it yourself. Period. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. All right. So everybody's sitting back, and then the other thing is everybody's waiting. They're waiting to see how this traffic results are going to work. You know, because people who know traffic understand, really, it comes down to results. How well is the traffic packs going to convert? It's like I've been saying, it all depends. It's all about you testing. Just because someone says something is good doesn't mean it is. All right. But I'm sure Jared and Brandon got it down. You know what I'm saying, guys? I'm sure the traffic is going to be pretty good. You know, I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm just saying you never know until you test yourself. Period. And that's the end of it. I could do a hangout, Carl, about communicating with your list. I certainly can do that. I didn't think about that, but I will think about it now. We'll see what we can do. As long if you guys promise to promote it, help me promote it, and then I'll do it for you. So yeah. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, I was doing that. Yeah, thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, so that's what it comes down to. People ask me all the time, where do I get my traffic from? You know what I tell them? I got connections. Right? That's what I tell them. I got connections. Why is it this dude keep trying to post in the auto recruiting platform over here? Yeah, so that's what I tell people. I tell people that I've got connections. I've had relations. This is what I tell people. I've had relationships with some top traffic guys for quite a few years now that I get good quality traffic from, and that's the end of it. If they don't like that answer, I simply tell them, go buy your traffic someplace else. That's the end of it. I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm not here to do anything like that. Be a business owner. If you want my traffic, test it. Aaron tested it. He loved it. Period. You know, I got a bunch of people. I can give you testimonials like this long, bro. You know, I can give you testimonials like long as whatever. But why? Why? Because it really comes down to test it. Why should I buy your traffic, Joe? That's a question I get. Why should you buy traffic? And the answer I give, well, you're never going to really know how good it is unless you test it, right? You know what I mean? It's like, what are you talking about? But see, this is where people's mind is. People are afraid of getting burned, like Aaron's being brought up over here. People are they're afraid that, you know, am I going to spend my money and lose it all? Well, first of all, you test small, couple hundred, few $100, whatever, and then if you get good results, you use the same source, period. And then as you start making money, right, from your marketing dollars, you turn around, you still use that same source, but now you branch out to another source. It may take a while for you to find a good source, right? But then you branch out to another source. That's testing, testing, and testing. And, you know, until you find a new source, now you got two sources. Now you got two branches, you know. You're in the middle here, and now you got two sources of traffic. This one dries up, you still got a business running. This one dries up, you still got a business running. That's the biggest thing right there. You've got to be testing traffic. And it takes an investment, guys. And unfortunately, our industry, attracts a lot of people that have no money. They come in with a need mentality. I need to make $500 a month. I need to make $1,500 a month. Well, because I'm going to lose something in my life or something like that. You know what? It probably should have stayed working at a job and got your life in order first before you jumped into business to begin with. And I don't blame them. There's a lot of hype in our industry. You guys know there's a lot of hype in the industry. And there's unfortunately a small percentage of people out there promising the world. And that's not what this business is about. Look at me. 6 years, and I'm still growing in my business. It's a process. Even the guys that are making $30,000 a month on stage, they got a lot of things going on in their business, man. I'm telling you right now. Just because they're making $30,000 a month doesn't mean they're actually netting $30,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Because probably half of that, or almost half of that, is going into marketing, building that massive list so they can stay up on that stage. I'm not saying they're not making money. I'm just saying, believe me, the more money you make, the more you have to invest to keep that income coming in. So if you want to keep that $30,000 a month coming in, you got to invest a certain amount of dollars in your marketing to sustain that $30,000 a month income, if that makes sense. That's, you know, so I don't know, I got off traffic on off thought on traffic, but yeah, so that's what we're looking at here. So, well, if you guys have no more questions, I'll give you guys another second. If you got questions, I'm gonna go ahead and hang up on this hangout here and go watch a movie and chill, and then maybe I'll do a call set. Matter of fact, I'll write that down, man. Let me write that down because that'd be a cool hangout. Hey, Carl, if you're still on there, man, good idea, man. And you know what? You could be my guest if you want. You know, you brought it up. Carl, I'm gonna book Carl. Hangout, Facebook, follow up, right? Follow up. That would be a good hangout, actually. That's a good idea. Yeah, so at any rate, guys, this is Joe Labalsamo. Aaron, Carl, if you're still there, thanks for, with the great questions, guys. I can't wait to hear from you, Carl. If you're still on here, man, make sure you should be getting traffic any day now. Make sure you let me know what's up, all right? Aaron, thank you very much. Everybody else, thank you very much. I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you on the next hangout. We'll think about something good. I think we're gonna do the follow-up thing that Carl said. All right, Carl. Yeah, Carl, I think we're gonna do that hangout, man. You're gonna have to hop on with me, though. You know, if you want to do that hangout, you're gonna have to hop on with me, and we'll do it. And all right, guys, have a good night. If no one has any questions, let me just check those two guys right there first. No, they're good. We'll see you this Friday. If you guys don't know, I do a live ARP hangout. So we'll see you then. Okay. All right, guys, take care. Have a great night.